What's up, everybody? This is Supercar Ron. I'm seated here next to my son, Tace. Why does everyone think we...
Everybody thinks I'm Ron's son. My name is Tace. I am usually behind the camera with Ron.
Yes.
But we have kind of been in this journey of experiencing Ron's cars and showing Ron's cars to the world.
I've kind of been a car guy forever. So I am Supercar Ron. This is Tace. He manages my cars and he creates all the content. Tace and I work really closely on sharing some of these car experiences. I'm an entrepreneur. I built and sold a company, which has allowed me to spend some of those proceeds on building out a really fun car collection. We do a lot of really fun stuff. I don't want to be the average car collector that puts cars in a climate controlled warehouse and then never drives them.
Yeah.
That's not what cars are to me at all. I am a car guy through and through, and many of my life experiences have depended on cars creating those life experiences for me.
Ron has some crazy cars. We have used them in some crazy ways, and this is a 2024 year in review.
Let's go. I've never had more fun in cars than this year.
It's been wild.
That thing looks so sick rolling. It's scary as dude. This thing is scary as
I was putting together this list of things that we've done this year, as well as cars that you've bought this year. It's insane.
It is insanity,
and I went
right?
through my photos and I saw everything that we did January, February, March, all the way until now. It is stupid. It's crazy.
We have so much to talk about. The problem is, like, there's too much to talk about. And
so there's too much.
I liked kind of detailing some of our fun car experiences, through social media and YouTube and stuff like that, just so other people could kind of come along. I mean, like, the list is huge here. I'm not even sure where to start, but like,
we could talk about this stuff for hours, I feel like, too, because of the memories and stuff that has happened. But we're going to try to make it as concise as possible.
Yes.
And I think just do maybe one highlight of each month.
Okay.
And then we'll cut in, because we filmed everything too. We've documented every single bit of everything you have done with the cars and that we've experienced.
Yes. Before we do that, really quick, I promised somebody that I met at one of my car events, his 7-year-old son, Jacob, watches all of our videos, like every single one. And he's like, I guess, one of our biggest fans. So Jacob, you are the man. Thanks for watching, my brother.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob's awesome. Why don't we start with January of last year, though?
January, we had an Apollo here with a Grigio Titanio LaFerrari and the Pagani and the Mercy all in the same building. And speaking of another charity event that Heavy D pulled up to in his Blackhawk.
Scottsdale Car
Oh,
Week
yes.
in
Oh,
January.
yeah, I missed that right at the very top.
But it's not on our list. But dude, unbelievable experience. You were there for almost the whole week, right? Okay, walk me through like 3 of your highlights.
One was the fact that it wasn't me that chipped the Pagani window.
We got a little bit of damage on this little rally. Make sure the lights are okay. Check this out. Ooh. I don't know. Question is, can that be you know, whatever they do, they throw glue in it or whatever and keep it from spreading. I don't know. Let's fingers crossed that doesn't spread anymore, but this might be an expensive little drive for the Pagani today. But yes.
And that is not a cheap day.
Yes, that's not a cheap day. Okay, now the highlight for me from that week though.
You got a car.
The 72 Blazer, baby.
Yes.
Hogan built 72 Blazer. So many people ask me, hey, what's your very favorite car in the garage? My answer, honestly, is probably my Hogan built 1972 Blazer. That truck, I love. It was so fun bidding.
Yeah.
You bought it.
I actually bid. You had to leave for an event.
Dude, and was I on FaceTime? And you had the Ron beard on?
I put on your Ron beard.
Throw some highlights, dude. Like, throw some highlights.
Yeah, so Ron left me on stage at Barrett Jackson, and I was texting him live while he was in a meeting.
Yes.
Let's get this energy going. All right, we're already at 100K. We'll see how fast this goes up. All right, we're in. We just bid at 190. Especially with that beard. We got this. Let's go.
And we were texting back and forth to get the offer in, and we ended up winning the car.
Yes.
It was so funny.
It was.
Let's go. Woo! This is a big one. Energy. Let's go. We made it. Let's go.
Let's talk about February, because there were some unbelievably epic car moments in February, right?
One of the craziest months.
Let me start really quickly, okay? We got 2 vehicles in February. The Cybertruck, thanks to Maddie, our homie out in California, and the Mercy SV. Now, most people would be like, oh yeah, the Mercy SV, that's a big deal. I'm gonna talk about the Cybertruck, okay? Because for a 48-hour period of time, Tace Anderson was the most famous person on the face of planet Earth. You made the Colbert Show, Fox News Tonight. You made CNN. You were on CNN.
Daily Wire.
The Daily Wire. You were everywhere.
So I'm thinking we do that kind of video where you guys film from another car, and I'm in the Cybertruck driving, but also just playing with the Apple Vision Pro. I think it'd be so stupid. Yeah. And I think it'd be awesome.
I think that'll go viral, actually.
Also seen in their natural habitat on the face of the driver of a Tesla Cybertruck.
A man inside a self-driving Tesla Cybertruck wearing a virtual headset is going viral.
God. So she's driving the new Tesla Cybertruck, which has barely come out. I think only a few people have them.
Oh, dude, we're posting this today, and it's gonna
for
go
sure.
off.
Yeah. No one has ever done this, ever.
This is world's first, dude.
Yeah.
It was the first Cybertruck in all of Utah that you
People
have
went
to
nuts.
purchase. It
They
was
went nuts.
crazy.
Yeah.
And it so happened that the next day after we got the Cybertruck, the Apple Vision Pro came out. And so our homie Landon, we texted him and he said, dude, you got the Cybertruck, you have the Vision Pro, we have to meet up.
Yes.
And so we went out with the entire idea to make a dumb viral video because we had seen a few different videos that inspired us to make a video driving the Cybertruck while wearing the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah.
And so we combined all those into one and we made this video. And that video happened to take the internet by storm.
Yeah, look, the bigger vehicle that we wound up getting in February, though, was by far the Mercy SV. We've documented this vehicle like kind of at length at this point. Ed Bollion's driven it. The curated guys were so instrumental. They didn't help me buy it. They helped me kind of get it into the country. And so it's been here since April. So here's an issue actually that we're gonna have to cover in upcoming social media posts. But I only have a year to keep that car in the country until April. And then it has to leave the country again because I brought it in for the Pebble Beach Concours and Quail. And we did that, and we've shown it a bunch of other places, and I've driven it around, but it's got to go.
Yep.
It has to go. So that car, even if I own it, it will still not be here in the United States. I got to find like a storage facility.
Yeah,
So,
it gets complicated when you buy a multi-million-dollar Euro spec car,
car.
in America, it's somewhat
Yes.
of a headache. And I think
Yes.
you've learned that.
That's exactly right. Dude, let's talk about March though, because March we kicked things into full gear with the Cybertruck, right?
So the
Okay.
things that happened was the beginning of March, you put tracks on your Cybertruck.
This thing doesn't fit at all.
First of all, Cybertruck on tracks is so ridiculous, and we didn't get like any viewership from it, which still blows my mind.
Yeah.
But it broke every single time it went out. And then we said, hey, let's ditch the whole tracks idea. Let's go full long travel suspension and put paddle tires on it and bring it to the dunes instead of the mountains and the snow.
Follow with me really quick. I'll show you guys what we have here. We have sand tires. I think these are 36-inch sand tires. So we've got the front sand tires. Come with me to the rear. We've got these sunk in the water a little bit, but we have paddles on the rear here. And also, underneath all of this, we have Fox shocks, which actually come off a Ford Raptor. So we have Ford Raptor suspension on the Cyber Rail, and even more, I think we can also call this the first wide-body Cybertruck in the world. Sparks Motor guys killed this build, so we have these front fenders. They're like 6 inches wider than stock. And then these rear fenders, which look absolutely ridiculous. Look how, these look so stupidly sick. The way that the lines go out and then back into the body, and look at this.
Like, dude, that was epic.
It was
Some
sick.
of the stuff we did in that truck. The Cybertruck is like a car with a truck bed. That's like all the thing is. It is not made to go off-road. Okay, highlight from April, Tace.
April was
What's
a
your-
big month.
Dude, it was so fun.
It was awesome.
So fun. What are some of your highlights?
That was the month that you got the GT3 RS.
Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you a GT3 RS.
Yeah, GT3 RS was awesome, but I'm like, okay, what can we do to kind of break this thing in? Because I don't believe in break-ins. Everyone's like, oh, drive it softly for the first 900 miles. I have a mechanic friend, and this is how I subscribe to this theory. It's like, dude, you need to go and like seat the brakes and get the engine warmed up and like drive the freaking thing. And that's how he's always told me to like, he's like, dude, no, everything will be just fine. Like cars don't even need break-in these days. And so like, I think that's true, but even if it's not, like, that's what we did with the GT3 RS.
We took it out to the Godfrey's open drift pad.
Yes.
And you just went to town in the 3RS.
We are here at a top secret drift pad. This is a private drift pad, but we happen to know the owners of this drift pad. I have Chandler Godfrey with me here today, and he has given us access. Chandler, this place is sick, dude.
was sick. It was really fun.
So fun. Well, and we got to drive the Sierra car.
May,
Yes.
we have had the twin turbo Lamborghini Sterrato here for a while. Turns out Cam locally has a supercharged Sterrato, and you happen to have the only, like, I guess one of the only, if not the only twin turbo Sterrato in the world.
Yes.
And so we were like, let's go hang out with Cam with the 2 boosted Sterratos.
So essentially, an engine is a giant air pump. It sucks in the air, adds some fuel, you go in the cylinder, boom. Okay.
I mean, we were flying. I got hardcore stuck. Hardcore in that gravel and on that gravel hill. I mean,
You had a dinner to get to with your wife.
I did,
and we were stuck on a gravel hill.
She was
with
not
Sterrato.
pleased. Yes.
June is where I think we found a little bit of our rhythm when it comes to this whole virality thing.
Yes.
And this all started off with the Cybertruck and Vision Pro video, and then we really doubled down with these stupid Instagram clips or whatever we posted on Instagram, TikTok. We doubled down on posting these really dumb clips. One of them being one of our most viral videos of the year. And that was you driving through the white fence.
Dude, look at this Cybertruck. Oh
I think you suggested it.
Yeah,
Hey, why don't you go run over that fence with the Cybertruck? I'm like, okay, let's go. Dude, what was so funny is so many people got like so upset about it because they're like, oh, for the price of that fence, you can feed a village in Africa. And I'm like, yes, you probably can. But we were going to tear the fence down anyway. That's what you guys all don't realize is that fence was coming down the next day. Like, the only thing it did do was damage this, radiator on the Cybertruck.
That's radiator.
Which, to Tesla's major props to them, dude. Like, they covered, I think, everything, which was so nice of them.
Yeah.
We have given them a lot of really positive, attention. But I don't think it even cost me anything to have the truck repaired. It just took 5 months.
That was the craziest thing. We got a call and they said, even after seeing the video, they warrantied everything.
Yes.
Which doesn't make sense.
Mega props. We love you, Tesla.
Yes, Tesla,
Tesla.
actually
Yes.
mad respect. That same day as the Cybertruck, I was like, hey, Ron, I approached you with the dumbest idea I think I've ever had.
Yes.
They said, hey.
Easily the dumbest idea.
Can I fill your Pagani Huayra Roadster Tempesta with bananas? And I remember you looked at me and you were like, what the F are you talking about? And I was just like, trust me. So I went to Costco and I bought, I think, 360 bananas.
Yes.
And I filled up the passenger side of the Pagani with bananas.
We donated to the food bank afterwards.
We donated,
right?
yeah. Actually, the local community literally took all the bananas.
Yes.
But that was another high. People went crazy. Every time after we made that video and I saw someone, they're like, oh my gosh, you guys are the ones with the bananas and the Pagani.
And then we also picked up the R34 GTR, which I can see right there.
Oh, sick. So finally, let's go.
Oh. Bro, look, this thing is minty.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so clean.
Minty, bro. Sorry to see the detail.
I mean, that took multiple years of sourcing hood imports. Our buddy Dakota there found this thing in a little village in Japan with an old dude that had like 7 Skylines. And and it is, I just put snow tires on it. I mean, let's go find some snow and bomb around, you know?
And that car's been amazing.
Oh, this was one of my favorite events of the whole summer. The Pagani Raduno, dude.
Big time.
Oh,
insane.
Dude.
40 Paganis in Jackson Hole.
40 Paganis, multiple Zondas, the new Utopia. I think we had multiple there.
Yeah, and the time that you get to spend on the Raduno with Horacio is crazy.
Dude, I have some unbelievable stories that we should just, we'll tell it another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Horacio is a car guy to his core.
Yep.
And you can feel it when you sit down and talk to him.
And then July, you got a little controversial.
Let's talk about July. Okay, so a lot of people try to avoid controversial subjects on social media. I am not one of those. Here's the difference though, I think, Tace, and this is probably why people connect with us.
Yeah.
Because I try to be real as possible on social media. And so I happened to be involved in politics. We took the Lamborghini Sterrato and we wrapped it in a Donald Trump wrap, and we put thousands of miles driving all over the state in that truck.
Quick bullet points for the rest of that month.
Wait.
We put fireworks on the Sterrato.
Are we ready to tell that story?
I don't think we'll tell the whole story because this is already going to be really long as it is.
I know, but that's okay.
We put fireworks on the Sterrato. And then we burned down our friend's truck.
Hold on, I get a call. Tace is driving back. And he's like, hey, we have an issue. And my first question, I think, was, hey, is everybody okay? And like, because that's, dude, things can be replaced, people cannot. And he's like, well, all those fireworks we lit off, we cleaned them all up and we put them in the back of my buddy's Tacoma.
Yep.
And on the way back, as we're getting close to Tooele on A80, the truck lights on fire and burns to the ground. Is that accurate?
That's exactly what happened.
Okay. Now look, yeah, sorry, Nate. Ooh. Yeah, but he got a new truck. So
you got a new truck, so it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
And then you also finished your full 4-link suspension on the Baja truck. So we went down and ripped that. It was insane.
Holy freaking cow, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Go bigger.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger, not a ton bigger, because that actually felt pretty big.
Insane.
Insane. We're throwing that thing off of huge jumps. We're doing whoops at, how fast, where was I going? 80?
Yeah.
80 over like 4 foot deep whoops.
Slowly.
I've never experienced that before.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. August was really fun because for the very first time, I got to attend Pebble Beach Car Week. Pebble Beach Car Week was, I had high expectations, but it exceeded my expectations. What were a couple of the highlights for you?
It is common that Monterey Car Week is the best week of the year in the car world. It's somewhat like that entire place turns into a Forza lobby for the weekend.
Welcome to Monterey Car Week.
This is the greatest day of my life. Beneath the ramen. My favorite part of the week was filling the LFA with ramen and handing it out to people on the street.
Hey, you want some ramen? Oh, yes. Nongshim? There you go, bro. Oh my goodness. There you go, grab two. This is the best ramen, man. There you go.
Just fun being around a lot of car guys, you know, that whole week. It was a really good time.
Amazing week.
Yeah. I think one of the highlights, and this car has gotten, we've basically not posted this car. The new Lamborghini Revuelto.
Yeah.
So I went and rented a pretty bad bat suit, right? Like
it was
Batman suit.
Better than like a...
It was mid.
Party City costume, but it was...
It was not great though.
It was ill-fitting, let's say that.
Yes, it was ill-fitting. And so I showed up in the Batman suit to pick up the Revuelto. I'm Batman. Let's freaking go. Because it is full-blown bat card. It is like matte black from the factory. I think it's Nero Nemesis. Isn't that what it's called? Nero Nemesis over black.
I'm sweating like a freaking pig right now, so we're gonna call it.
With black, it's completely murdered out. It has been the car that I have reached for the keys the most in the whole garage since I acquired it. So I'm products guy, right? So in October, we had been working with Nate, the blade maker, for some period of time. I'm like, dude, I want to create something really special that ties to the cars, you know? And so this is another one of those fun videos where we actually cut into a Pagani wheel that was left over from my Pagani build. And we created like the sickest knives ever. Like, they're so dope.
We kind of ended October with a bang. You bought the first Aston Martin Valkyrie Spider in the whole country.
To fire. Ready? Here we go. This car, from a driving experience perspective, is the most insane vehicle that I have ever. I mean, have you ever been in something else? You drove it all in Southern California.
It was.
There's
the
no
thing
match.
is, I get
no
asked a
match for
lot
the car.
because like, hey, you do this for a living, you drive all these cars. What's your favorite you've ever driven? The Valkyrie is something that exists in a different plane. It's like not fair to put the other cars against it because it's not even the same playing field.
I've owned multiple Bugattis. They're unbelievably awesome cars. I will likely own the new Tourbillon coming out. They're bulletproof and they're so fast. This is legitimately, it feels like it should be worth 2 or 3 times what the Bugatti is worth.
It's crazy.
Because it is an F1 car. There's nothing like that actually makes sense about using the car every day, other than the fact that you will have the most intense, fast, insane car experience that you will ever experience in your life.
Someone that we owe a big thank you to, by the way, that has sold you many of these cars is our boy Gabe. I just want to highlight Gabe really quick because he is such a special, kind, amazing, talented human being that has really leveled up this collection to something insane.
And I have, look, in all fairness, I've done deals with other people. Like the Merit guys, I love those guys. Graham Rahal, love him to death. Gabe has actually taken it, though, to a different level in our relationship. We are dating seriously now. You know what I mean? Like, we're going steady. That's an old term that people use.
We're going steady. But no, I mean, Gabe brought the LFA. The SVE, he facilitated getting it here. The Valkyrie. and F40.
Yes.
We didn't even talk about the F40.
Dude, the F40 didn't even make this list, and it's probably my favorite. I mean, legitimately, I think if I had to get rid of all the supercars and hypercars,
yeah,
I'd probably keep that one last. Like, I might give up the Valkyrie before I give up the F40. That's how much I like that car.
Literally in the same week, you took delivery of your Aston Martin Valkyrie and your F40 LM.
That's not a bad week. That's not
Dude,
a bad
it was
week.
crazy.
When Vegas was so insane with the F40.
Vegas was amazing.
You know, the Win Concours, like, you guys, these are, I feel so blessed to like even be able to participate in any of these conversations, right? But specific to some of these cars and these car experiences that have happened this year. I mean, the F40 was like top.
Unbelievable.
You know, like top of the list.
It is like the most iconic car you've ever owned.
I think
and you've owned like every car out there.
I've owned so many cars, and like I think the F40 is the best looking car out there.
It's insane.
So fun.
For December, one way that you utilize these cars that no one else does is you use them to raise charity. So what you did is you set up a fundraiser. You said, hey, if you guys want to be the very first people to see my Aston Martin Valkyrie Spider, donate to Utah Foster Care and you can come join me for an event.
Yes.
And then during the month of December, you helped raise over $271,000 for Utah Foster Care.
My highlight so far in December has 100% been the huge Utah Foster Care fundraise that we've done. Thanks to all you guys that showed up, even in the snowstorm that we were having, because every time I throw a car event, it's like some huge whiteout blizzard.
It's crazy.
So driving, no, that was actually really fun. Driving the Valkyrie, the F40, the GTR, and the LFA, and the GT3 RS without a single set of snow tires on them.
No, it was crazy.
In the snowstorm, I'm like, oh man, please don't die. 2025, I'm confident will be even better than 2024.
Yes.
We already have some insane events planned.
Yeah, and crazy cars that you've already lined up and have allocations for.
Crazy cars coming in. Like, but we are going to use and abuse each one of these things. You know, it's going to be so fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Here's to a great 2025.
Yeah.
I hope all of you are blessed through this, you know, holiday season and into 2025. Keep working hard. Luck favors the men and women that work hard and have their success compound over time, right?
Thank you to every single person that does watch this channel, because we're just mini micro channel right now.
We're nobodies.
But we're having a lot of fun. And for anyone that is committed to watching any of our videos, sincere thank you.
Way too dark. Oh, that's fine as long as you can hear it.